All right, good people. It is Monday. Woo, we are back for another powerful episode of the I Am Qiana Skills podcast. And I know y'all wonder who I have sitting on this couch with me. Don't worry. If you don't know, you about to find out in a minute, baby. Woo! I'm gonna try not to fan out because this is like y'all know how I really love candy birds, right? But this is my real life candy birds that I can just hug and get all in her mind and all that. So I'm gonna let y'all get in her mind and all in her business with me today. This is my girl. Woo, y'all. Welcome to the I Am Qiana Skills podcast, where truth meets transformation. This is a space for real talk, real people, and relevant conversations. No gossip, just gems. If you're watching right now on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, go ahead, subscribe, follow, and share with someone who knows that they are called for more. Because tonight we are talking about becoming her in real time. Not the highlight, not the filtered version, but the process, the pressure, and the power behind becoming. So y'all, get ready. But before we dive in, let me shout out our sponsors. Ladies, listen to me and listen to me clearly. Stop playing small in your life and in your closet, because the same way you are leveling up your mindset, your circle, your goals, your appearance should reflect your evolution too. The Closet Experience Boutique is for women who are stepping boldly into their next level. Head to theclosetexperience.com, use code podcast, that's PODCAST, and save 10%. The Closet Experience Boutique, what's in your closet? March is Women's History Month, and all month long, we are honoring the brilliance, resilience, innovation, and impact of women. Not just the women we read about in history books, but the women making history right now. This month, I will be joined by dynamic, powerful, purpose-driven women for conversations that are empowering, motivating, and transformational. We are talking about leadership, legacy, faith, business, healing, growth, and what it really takes to show up as her, even when life tries to shrink you. Because around here, I don't just celebrate women, I amplify them. So get ready for bold conversations, authentic stories, and gems that will challenge you, stretch you, and inspire you. Now listen, I need y'all to lean in because it's about to get good. When we talk about women making history in real time, I mean women who don't just dream, they build. Women who don't just survive pressure, they apply it and come out polished. Women who understand that the purpose isn't given, it's developed through fire, faith, and persistence. And tonight's guest is the definition of all that. We're talking about a woman who turned passion into profit. Ching, ching, big bank take little bank. Who took a vision and built not one, but multiple thriving businesses right here in the city. A woman who has remained committed to entrepreneurship for over 20 plus years, even when doors closed, even when people tried to tell her that her dream couldn't become true. Ooh, and I'm talking about even when doors closed. She didn't doubt herself. That's my girl right there. She didn't doubt herself because she stood on the promises of God, the yes of God. That's what she stood on, y'all. She didn't fold. She didn't quit. She built something greater. She is the founder of the Hair and Nail Gallery, a thriving in-demand beauty experience, the CEO of Sensible Oils, bringing confidence, healing, and self-care through intentional natural fragrances. A visionary who once took her gifts on the road with nails on wheels, serving communities that are often overlooked. And when life said start over, she made the decision to own her future by securing her own commercial property, Harris Plaza. She is also the co-owner of This and That Apparel, expanding her creative reach through custom branding and design. With her businesses now stretching beyond Nashville all the way to Houston, Texas, including licensed apparel with Texas Southern University. Michelle Harris has achieved numerous milestones during her 20 plus years in business, but her journey doesn't stop there. She has also served as a Nashville firefighter for 9 years. She don't even look like it, do she? Dedicating herself to protecting and serving her community before retiring from the Nashville Fire Department. That same discipline, courage, and commitment now shows up in every business she builds and every life she impacts. But what makes her even more powerful is her commitment to community and legacy, from hosting annual Christmas drives to serving those in need, to her leadership and affiliation with the Elks Lodge, located in historically significant building on Jefferson Street, known for its past as the Club Baron music venue that hosted legends like B.B. King and Jimi Hendrix, where she was crowned the 2023 Queen of Spencer Jackson, number 763, right here in Nashville. She doesn't just build businesses, she builds impact. She is a proud graduate of the Tennessee State University, where she earned her MBA and was selected as the commencement speaker for the fall class of 2025. Woo! And in 2025, she was honored with the Coming Out the Mud Award because her journey is a true testament of resilience, faith, and favor. She is award-winning, purpose-driven, faith-led, a mogul, a visionary, a community builder, and a woman who became everything she was told she could not be. But beyond titles, she is a builder of legacy, a woman of impact, a woman of endurance and influence. So right now, I need y'all to start clapping it up in the chat. Put them hand clap emojis. And welcome to the I Am Qiana Scales podcast, the visionary architect of business and ownership and expansion, Michelle Harris. Yes.
Welcome.
Hey, girl, I've been trying to get you over here forever. Whoo, y'all, where connect these schedules connect, but you're here. And I thank God for alignment, because it's Women's History Month, and I think it was a better honor to have you this month. It's still going to be a Dream Chasers episode, because I told you coming for Dream Chasers, but I had to entwine that thing into this Women's History Month. And I am excited to have you here. Like, I was like, I'm going to get her here. And then I said, alignment, Women's History Month, what a perfect person to have. Awesome. Look, I'm excited. I finally got you on the blue couch. Y'all, I'm fanning out. Y'all bear with me. Y'all know how I got the fan out for a minute. This is my girl, y'all. Ooh, I got my own Michelle Obama. I got my Michelle Harris.
And we have the same birthday.
Oh, y'all do? Oh, how neat is that? You ready to help the people help the people?
Yes.
Ooh, well, we're going to jump right on into this thing, because tonight is not just about success. It's about sustainability. We're not just talking about dreams. We're talking about system, structure, funding, and what it really costs to stay in business when the dream becomes reality. So let me ask you this, because everybody wants to be the CEO until it's time to carry the weight. So we're going to get into all of that. Because, we always want to say, I'm a boss, I'm a CEO. But you're going to show them what it really takes. But before we go there, when you hear the term dream chaser, what does that signify to you?
What it signifies is you're chasing the dream. Mm-hmm. I always teach, or I always share with anyone, if you have a vision, a dream, write it down on paper. Everything that I've done so far, including the Harris Plaza, I actually drew the building out. I even sectioned it off how I wanted it. I knew what place was going to be here and there. And I gave it to the architect, and he built exactly what I had.
So just chasing that dream.
Chase the
So
dream.
let's go back before we get to Harris Plaza. Let's go all the way back to the beginning of your evolution. Because when we look at everything you built, like the hair and nail gallery, sensible oils, and even back to Nails on Wheels and this and that apparel, all the things that you have accomplished, you executed them. You dreamed, you executed them very well. But let's take us back. So at what point did you realize that you wasn't just offering a service, but you were actually building businesses? Or at what that one business, I guess, because it started with Nails on Wheels, right?
It started with I worked at Tips and
Toes.
Toes.
Okay, Tips and Toes. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it started at Tips and Toes.
Okay.
And I was thinking I had a vision of going out servicing people at their homes. Mm-hmm. So that's how I created Nails on Wheels. And so I would go to the nursing homes and do the elderly's nails and feet because they couldn't get to their nails and feet. I would go to people who were ill at their homes and service them because they couldn't get out to the salon. So that was Nails on Wheels. Mm-hmm. And Nails on Wheels, when we had what did we have? When the gas prices went up to like
recession.
Mm-hmm. We went on a recession. Mm-hmm. And gas was like $8. And so I had to kind of scale back and just focus more into the salon, which I was in Tips and Toes and we went to the 21st Plaza building. And I just built from there, just building my clientele, just getting out there and just talking to people. Sometimes you got to give your services away
to do the
to
networking.
Build your clients. Yep. So to build
so you owe me a free service. Look at me. I'm messing with you.
That's the hair and nail gallery was built after I left Tips and Toes.
I remember that. So who on Tips and Toes?
My best friend Sharon.
Okay, because I was like, okay, because I remember the name, and I was like, so you didn't actually own this. Okay, because I'm like, now when you said that name, I'm like, why do I remember Tips and Toes?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on Gallatin Road.
Right. Yes, I was gonna say, why do I remember that? Hey, Sharon, girl. So looking back, what decisions do you think you made early on that positioned you to eventually operate multiple businesses instead of just one?
Well, I never thought that I would even be where I am. Mm-hmm. So I just started off with nails because when I ran track, when I went to Whites Creek, I ran track for Coach Smith. So
Cobra Nation! Cobra Nation, go on and stand up in that chat.
Right.
The best high school ever, Whites Creek.
So I ran track and I wanted to be like Wilma Rudolph.
Mm-hmm. Okay, come on.
And so if you, her nails were different. Mm-hmm. Like when you see her nails, they was like flags and stuff. So I would mimic that. And so when I get out of nails and get in position, I wanted my nails to look a certain kind of way. So that's how it all got started, just me in high school. And, and I graduated in 1994. So I carried that. And I used to ask my mom, I said, Mom, come on. That's when Sally's used to be on Clarksville Highway.
Yes, Sally's.
Down there. I was like, Mama, take me down there and get this. And I was like, let me practice on you. She'd be like, nope. So I would practice on all my friends. We would go over each other's houses and do their nails and stuff. And so I worked in a salon, Sheer Magic, when I was
come on, Sheer Magic. Lamaris was back there. Lamaris.
And Deborah Skipper, Diane, all of them.
Okay, Miss Diane with the blonde hair. Hey, Miss Diane.
Yep. So I was at Sheer Magic and we were shampoo girls. It was me and Shamika Tasty T.
Shamika T.
And Shavonda Crawford. So we were the
three. Hey, Shavonda Crawford, girl.
We was the three shampoo techs. So we all did our thing. And their thing was they were actually stylists.
So you never styled her.
I was never a stylist. Okay. I was just like the receptionist or do whatever. I was shampoo and that's it. But and then we all got fired, all three of us at the same time.
Oh Lord, Miss Diane fired y'all.
Miss Skip never.
Okay, because I'm gonna say because I know Miss Diane was owning the play. I'm like, oh Lord, y'all done got fired.
Deborah Skipper owned it, so she fired all three of us at the same time, and so from there on, we went our separate ways. But we all ended up in a salon together. So we ended up finesse together down at
Finesse, what was
Kenny.
that?
We was
Kenny.
at Kenny
Okay, Kenny
Vereen.
Vereen.
Yes.
Kenny Vereen. Look, you bringing
So
back some memories. Come on now,
Man.
Nashville. Nashville,
Yeah.
y'all know all these legends. Mm-hmm.
So my starting point of doing nails was at Imani's with Michelle Fuquay Bryant. She passed away.
Yes, your best friend. Yes.
Yeah, that was my
She was
heart.
such
So
a
I
sweet.
started doing nails there, and then that's when I moved to Tips and Toes.
Okay.
Then I was at Finesse with Kenny, and then it was Shamika and I. Shamika was working for Lamaris. She was shampooing hair. I did the nails. So it just grew just by meeting people, the different people, and then I ended up at Tips and Toes.
Okay.
And so Tips and Toes ended up, I stayed there for years, and she closed. And I was like, what am I going to do? So I called my cousin in Ohio, and she has a salon as well. So she was like, okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to open up your own. And I was like, how am I going to do that? And so she walked me all the way through how to open up my own salon. And I've been
running with it ever
the
since.
hair nail gallery. It would start off to just the nail gallery because I just did nails only. But when I added things to it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have some hairstylists too. So I put the hair in it. So I changed to the hair and nail gallery.
Come on.
So we did hair, nails, and then that's when I started my oil journey. So it was a hair and nail gallery, Sense and More. That's how. So it started like that, and so it takes steps. It don't happen.
No, it don't happen overnight.
I've been doing this for over 30 years, so it does not happen overnight. But the journey is real. You just got to stick with it. You can't. It is hard, but when I was at Tips and Toes, I ended up I got David, my son, and then I ended up birthing Khalees. And so I had to get a job with some benefits because I didn't want to be on the
public assistance.
Yeah, I didn't want to be on that, because I was a single parent. So I was like, I need to go get a job. So that's when I went and applied at the fire department and became a firefighter.
So that's how you became a firefighter. I was like wondering how you got into that career. So now I want to shift us to a different level of your journey because you didn't just stop at building business. You stepped into ownership, and ownership changes the whole conversation. It changes to responsibility. It changes to risk. So I want to take you to that defining moment in May of 2019. I believe you correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe in May of 2019 you closed on your commercial property, Harris Plaza.
Correct.
Okay, what did that moment represent for you? Not just emotionally, but financially and strategically as you were setting yourself up as the CEO?
So actually, to be honest, I had not a clue what I was doing. So when I was on Jefferson Street, before I even moved into that building, I asked the lady, could I buy it? I wanted to do a lease to own because I wasn't in a place to just purchase it all. So she told me no, because I've always been against renting. I bought my first house at 20 years old. When I moved off campus at Tennessee State University, I moved straight into a house. I've always been against renting. I encourage purchasing your property to anyone. The amount of money that you spend on rent that's going to nothing. It's money going into their pocket. If you purchase your property, land, that's your money. You will always have some type of money. So with that, I didn't realize I was purchasing in my community. I just knew I needed somewhere to go. And I had a realtor, and I was like, hey, she was doing her thing. I was doing my thing. And I kept passing this building. And
I rolled my ass, and y'all gonna find out why I rolled my ass in a minute.
I kept passing this building. I seen a sign. I was like, well, let me try this, because I was like, they used to be the old tire shop, the old pretty building. And so, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my realtor to check into it. So she checked into it, and we put a contract down on it. For some reason, the contract fell through. We don't know what happened. So I just started looking for something else. So she called me one day and said, hey, the building is back up for sale. Are you still interested? I was like, yeah, because I was like, I got to move. Because the people was like, hey, we're gonna knock down your building. You can move across the street. And I was like, nah, I ain't moving across the street, because if y'all move back in this building, my rent not gonna be the same. I need to go buy me some.
Right.
So it came available, and I was like, okay, let me do it. I was just gonna do something real simple. But something in my heart was like, you're gonna have to, because the little building, the little shed that was beside it, I was gonna figure some way out.
You keep rolling my eyes, but come on, tell your story.
But we when I tell you, I God told me to write this thing down. I wrote it down, gave it to, and I attended a meeting at the Bordeaux Coalition. And it was the architect who built the building next door. He was there, and it was somebody I grew up with. So, and I was like, okay. So I told him what I was doing, and he was like, I can do it for you. So he drew the building up. But when I tell y'all, I did not realize I was buying in my community. I just knew I needed somewhere to move. I needed somewhere to, for my business. I just needed somewhere to work. And I didn't realize what I was getting myself into when I purchased the commercial building. I didn't realize what I just
didn't go into it.
Because I didn't do it. I did it for me. I did something that I needed to do for myself. I didn't do it for anybody else or for people to look at me a certain. I did it for me, and it came all together. And now that I'm in it, I be like, I drive past, I be like, that's my building. Like, that's Harris Plaza.
Yeah, she did that.
Yeah, so I always just say, I always wanted a storefront, something to say Sensible Oils, hair and nail gallery, and Harris Plaza. And it's like I got a whole plaza to have all my businesses inside, you know. My new baby, this, that, and apparel with my partner Eddie. And
Eddie.
So today his birthday. Happy
birthday, Eddie. You owe me for that shout out. Interrupted my interview. No, I'm messing with you. So here you talk about that is so powerful, because I don't think people realize how those seeds are planted and put into motion. People just think, oh, it just stuff happens overnight, but it doesn't. But I want to share, if you don't mind, because I was rolling my eyes, something personal me and you shared. I want to see if you remember when we had a conversation about that building down there. Now, y'all, let me tell you my version of the story. So we both started talking about this property, and she proceeds to tell me that, hey, yeah, I'm getting this property. You remember you telling me, and I said, no, you're not, because that's my property. Now, keep in mind, I ain't got no dang on contract on the property. I just got a vision in my mind. I hadn't got as far as she got. So when she talking to me, I said, no, you're not, because that's going to be mine. And when she was talking about the shed, I said, no, that's going to be my storage. And then the rest, I'm going to fix it up where the people can come get you my whole idea, didn't it? And you said, no, baby. That's my property. I have actually purchased it. You're going to see. And you told me I was going to see the sold sign in the yard. And I think when I came back about a week or two later, it was there for real. And baby, when I tell y'all I was crushed.
You and another one of
baby
did the same thing. A guy,
I was crushed.
Khaleesi's cheerleading coach. He was like, "That was my building."
Yeah, that was my building.
That's what he
but
said. The same thing.
I mean, when I swear that was mine, and you just kept looking. I kept saying, "Remember me asking you for real?" Now, I wasn't even in no position. I'm just still at the looking phase. Like, let me see. I'm a gone. And, because I tell people a lot of times, I go looking first. But once I write it down, you can best believe this will go with me. Yeah. But I'm that person. I have to go seek it first, and I got to write it down. And once I write it down, baby, it's a go. Well, I hadn't got to the write down stage. I was just at the scouting and looking. But, baby, you had already done the dang on thing. But, baby, it crushed my poor little heart. But I say all that to say, I am so proud. Like, it's not a hating bone in my bone. But I was ready. But you was just so gentle with it. You was like, no, baby, it's not. And I was like, y'all, I'm devastated. Like, I done already I ain't had no contract on the place. And she talking to me, and I'm just like really crushed. And she's like, no, it's mine. You gonna see the soul. But she wasn't boasting or bragging. She was just like, no, baby, it's mine. Like, she was confident in it's mine. And I was like, no. And I'm talking about it's mine. That no, baby, it wasn't never near mine. But
one thing I want to share with you in the audience is I was told no by 2 different banks.
Wow.
It didn't happen like immediately. I went business credit and personal credit is two totally different things.
We're going to get into that.
Yes. So I was denied by 2 banks until this one bank And it was by me knowing somebody who, like, hey, I need you to help her with this. This is what she's trying to do. And that's how it happened.
Because I was going to say, a lot of times we don't position ourselves. And I want to say, you introduced, I believe you went to NBIC. And then I know
that's
you
who got me
because I was going to
structured.
Yeah. And we're going to talk because I was like, you introduced me to the NBIC program, and I took the what's the first class? Framework. It's called framework because I did framework. I hadn't been past framework, but I did take
was
framework.
It foundation?
Or was it foundation? Maybe it was foundation.
Groundwork.
I don't know. But I took Angela Crane Jones. I took the first one. I sure did. But I want to go back to what we was talking about with you acquiring the building, because I want to talk about alignment for a minute. Because things happen when you are aligned. When God tells you that's move. What it is to move, you have to move. I want to make sure we don't miss that piece.
You got to get in a quiet space. When I tell you, you have to get to yourself and let God speak to you. You got to clean stuff up, because I had to clean house. I had to clean credit. I had to clean everything up. And I just listened to God. I followed him. I got frustrated because it was not easy. But he actually just led and got. We did it during COVID. Because I'm saying when stuff was
shutting down,
but it went. Everything went. Lumber went sky high.
Oh, yes, because
I was like, not to mention, my first contractor ran off with $25,000 of my money. And it was somebody who I knew and trusted. I finally got my money back. Because, baby, I can go
to the okay, let me stop.
I finally got my money back because I would refuse to let him get away with that. And he's still doing it to this day. Still doing it to this day. But he's going to get...
you're going to reap what you sow.
What he sow, But... he thought that was going to stop me.
Oh, no. Because let me tell y'all something. When you're trying to stop somebody that God has already put in place for something, you can't stop that. Because what God has for you is for you. And can't no man tear that down. Can't no man come up against God and say, it ain't going to be so. Because once he says it's so, it's done.
Yeah,
that's what people don't realize. Once it's done, it's done. You got a question? Go ahead.
Right. The class is called Foundations.
I'm sorry. Look, we act like we're in there.
Everybody was saying, okay, what God has for you is for you. Yeah, and that's right.
And I need to get back on over there and get myself together, because I got to. I'm working on some things, but I got to get myself back in. Look, I know how you looking at me. I know, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is my accountability part. I don't always listen, but I be listening. I just have to do it on my terms. But I am so glad that you did introduce me to the NBIC program. And you know what? I told you I won the pitch. Yeah. I was dedicated, baby.
I'm not surprised you won the pitch.
I was dedicated, baby. When I say,
she did,
baby,
right?
I was on it. I was taking my notes, honey, yes. And took all the pointers from you, from Keith, from everybody, baby.
Yeah, I remember practicing that.
Yes, I had her in here practicing with me. I was like, if I do something, I'm like, I got to nail it. My name is on this.
You got what?
I got to nail it.
Nail it.
Yes. Is that your tagline?
No, I just do nails. So
I was just going to say, is that your tagline? So what does a day really look like for you? Managing multiple business, even the property over there, with all the operational overhead costs that people don't see. What is it like? Is it stressful?
It's heavy.
It's
heavy. Wondered. So, what I'm learning how to do is trust. I have a trust issue.
When you delegate stuff.
And having to delegate it out for people to do. And I have to realize people are not going to do it the way
that you do.
You want it. But I realize you got to set up systems.
Yes. And structures.
And structure. Let them read. And they should follow.
And sign off on it.
That, yes.
Like, look, y'all. People a lot of times get on me. But when I say corporate America has taught me a lot, I've been working in corporate America since I was about 18, 19, straight out of high school. And when I tell you, That's the best thing. Because, baby, I work in structure, everything like corporate. Now, if you're going to come up, we got to make sure we got these policies and procedures in place. Because if you don't, your whole business will be just crumbling when you let other people in it.
Yeah.
There has to be structure.
I had to, I let some people in. And you know, my mama has my back 100%. So,
do you be fine your mama?
I want to though.
Baby, my mom used to work for me, and I used to find her every time, but she'll come back to work. Right back. But then she won't come back. She said she was over it.
Yeah, but mama, she keeps me accountable. Yes. He holds me accountable. She's like, you do this, you do that. Have you done this, that, and the other? And my Tuesday through Saturday, I'm in a salon all day. You know, doing nails. My Mondays is my business day that I handle all business,
like inventory, things of that nature.
Inventory, clean up the building, banking, everything. You take care of everything on Monday. Sunday you rest. That's your rest day. You don't do nothing on Sunday but enjoy your family. Go to church, enjoy your family, and don't do nothing. I am a big stickler about Sundays is a rest day. Unless I have an elk meeting, but other than that, Sundays is my day. You spend that day with you and love on you, cause I'm so busy all during the week. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you gotta take some time for you.
Yeah, I'm Tuesday through Saturday. I'm in the salon working all day long.
I want to talk about something that's real for business owners right now, especially in Nashville, Tennessee. There's a conversation about property taxes, and their commercial property taxes have become a major concern, especially for small businesses and long-standing entrepreneurs in the community. What is your take on that? Do you think that's going to drive? So far, we've seen what restaurants have been saying this is their last days in their property that they've been owning because of the property taxes.
Not only that. So when I bought my commercial building, I thought that the property taxes was added into my mortgage. Like your home mortgage, your property taxes is added. And I got this bill and I'm like, oh, it'll, that's, and I'm like, no, they say so it was a shocker, but it's mine. And I'm paying for it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to do whatever I got to do to make it happen. Yes, property taxes are high. But I want my building, so I gotta pay it. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know about other restaurant owners and their businesses, but I know a lot of people don't own their stuff. Right. They're renting, and the property owners can't handle the property taxes. So that's why I'm a big stickler about owning your own property. So owning your own stuff, you don't have nobody till you can get out. Right. You pay your bills, you stay right there. But I can't speak for others because I know it kicks my butt too, but I got to take care of it because that's my building. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes. I just know that that's just been the rising conversation, and I just thought we should touch on that because that's a good perspective. You want to keep your building, you have to be. It's really, I guess we can write to those in the council, Congress, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like you still got to pay it. But it would help.
Prices ain't today's prices.
Ooh, what you said?
They done expanded this 4 lanes.
Look how I'm rolling my ass.
They done expanded.
You better tell them to do that. We need because I need to stay where I know I don't.
I had not a clue when I even bought the building that it was even expanding 4 lanes. When they came and told me construction, I was like, dang, they didn't even. The person who I bought it from never even shared it as well, but. We made it happen.
Yeah. Oh, it was, baby. What we talking about right now is we're both located on this stretch of Clarksville Pike. And when they did construction, baby, it halted some of the people couldn't get in. And some days you couldn't even turn into our drive. It was chaotic over here. You didn't know what lane you was in from one day to the next.
But baby, guess what we do?
We made it happen. Pushing. Baby, kept pushing. Baby, I was like, we gonna figure it out. We gonna get y'all in here. Yes, sure did. Ain't have no choice.
And we got out and did vendor shows and
what you said we had to do to keep this money coming. One thing about us, we gonna keep that income coming in. If there's a will, there's a way. Because baby, my hustle don't stop. So let me ask you this. So what part of entrepreneurship, well, I can't get that word out. Entrepreneurship that people don't always see, but they always think it should, like it's glorious. Let's put it that way. What do you think people don't see because they always show the glorification of entrepreneurship?
Some late nights, you don't go to bed until 2-3 o'clock. If you even go to bed, because you trying to strategically place things to make things happen. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak.
No, it's not.
It is not for the weak. You just have to just be focused, have goals, and follow those goals. And let me tell y'all, don't share with people about your visions. You can't share everything with everybody, because for one, everybody not happy for you, and then for two, people will take your vision and take it and try to do it. But it's not. I'm not gonna say it ain't gonna work, but it's kind of hard for them to sustain it because that wasn't their vision. That was your vision. But so you got to be very careful what you share about before you even do it. And there's some things that you run by your family members and stuff like that. It's okay if you trust them that it's not going to go nowhere. Because a lot of people didn't know that I was doing what I don't tell people what I do. I just do it and you see it.
Special because you told me. Yeah, and of course I didn't tell nobody, but we just had the conversation about it. I was just looking at the building, had no clue that. But I was proud of you. I was like, I'm so proud of. Yes, I always get proud because I always say if one person can do it, we all can do it. Because guess what? I may not all the way be in position, but I'm still scouting.
Yeah. And you're gonna get there.
I'm in a I ain't gonna say it because I don't need y'all to ask me for no money. I don't need my family to ask me no money. I'm gonna say I'm in a better position today and I need to talk to you about but I need to figure out if that's really what I want now. Because you told me, remember when I also told you my vision, you was like, why are you thinking so small? Remember I said, I just want something real small. You said, why you want it small? I was like, because I need to be able to maintain
I think way outside of the box. I think stuff and be like, they be like, how did you come up with that?
And the funny part is that's how I usually think. But when it came to this, because I was still in the mindset of the space we're in, the closet, like I still wanted my vision to just be, I don't know.
Closets are huge.
I know, but I just wanted this intimate space. Like I like what we're in now. I mean, it needs to be bigger, but I like intimacy. Look at me getting out. Sorry, y'all. That's a whole, Look, that's that personality coming out of me. But no, I really do. Like, I think I'm at a space that I need to start figuring out what's my next step. I need another pivot. And I think I'm set up financially to be there. I just got to figure that part out. I need to really now get with some, I ain't gonna put all of it out there. But yes, you got a question? Go ahead.
No, just a comment.
Okay.
They just said, they're proud of you, Michelle, and the same feisty 4-year-old that was in preschool back then.
That's gotta be my mama.
Yes.
I know that's gotta be my mama. Not the feisty. You was feisty, girl. Mama, she was feisty in preschool. What was you doing feisty in preschool?
I thought I was quiet.
Ooh, baby.
Thank you, Mama.
And another part of entrepreneurship that people don't always see, they don't see how money changes the game. And that's since I'm talking about money, I want to take it there. How did you position yourself financially? I know you said you had to cut back, you had to do this, but tell us exactly how you got to, how do you acquire that money?
So I told you I bought my first house at 20 years old. I sold that.
Okay, you sold your house. Okay.
So it was rental property. I had rental property for years. So I sold that, and that's the money I used to put the 20% down to buy that building. If I didn't have that, I don't know what I would have did. But when you buy commercial, you have to have it 20% down of the asking price. So I was able to sell that property and buy that and be able to build. Was able to build with that money.
I like that. See, that's a gem right there. And I wonder if it's still the 20, like, with things change over the years. I wonder, is that still, if that's still the going rate? Okay. I have to look that up.
But yeah, you got to have some money up front to be able to buy a commercial building. It ain't like buying a house. It's not like that at all.
I've heard about it. That's why I've been a little scared. But that's what I said. I think I'm in a somewhat better position, but I'm still scared of it.
You what?
I'm scared because
what?
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because I got to make sure that's really what I want to do. Because I got all these ideas and I got to see which one I want to do first.
So you can always buy something and rent it out. That's residual income. Regardless,
that's why I said I got something. I just
okay, all right, because I'm just saying.
I got some, but we got to talk about it. I can't really say right now. I got some properties, but I got to get my head in the gap. That's why I said I'm in another. I don't need nobody ask me for that. We can't talk about this. Look at what I said.
We'll talk about it later.
I ain't the same Qiana I was back then. Woo, baby. Thank you, Auntie and Uncle. Thank you. But anyway, so we talked about you position yourself financially. I want to talk about banks. What did that look like for you walking into the banks? So what did the bankers actually require of you?
So with me going through NBIC, the different courses, Angela Crane Jones had people come and speak to us that prepared me.
Okay.
So I cannot think of that gentleman's name off the top of my head.
Harvey, was it
Mr. Harvey?
Mr. Harvey.
Yep,
okay,
Mr. Harvey.
Mr. Harvey.
He sat down with me and went through my credits. Like, okay, we gotta take care of that. Da, 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 da. Once you pay that, then we'll go to the next step. So he took me through all the steps. Then they introduced me to different bankers, which their bankers wouldn't deal with me. But Wilson Bank and Trust took a chance with me.
Yes. I keep hearing about, baby. When I tell y'all Wilson Bank and Trust, see, it must be meant for. Okay, let me be quiet because I'm hearing something.
That's who's doing my property.
Yeah. When I tell y'all are the fourth people to say Wilson Bank and Trust, and people keep telling me you need to go, and I think somebody dropped the name, but I can't remember what the name they said. I wrote it in my notes, but I keep hearing this bank. So, y'all, I'm getting goosebumps because when stuff be coming to me, it's like I feel like God be saying, "Girl, I'm trying to tell you what you need to do." Yes. Okay, this is about you because baby, I love when I get a gym, but I be telling y'all over here on the podcast, this be my therapy. Y'all are speaking to me. I just got to get myself in position on the line and listen to when God's saying, go, you need to go get this stuff taken care of. I'm going to get it together though. I am. So how important is it to build relationships with a banker?
It's very important. So I never understood when they was like, you have to have a relationship with a banker because I've never had a relationship with a banker. I've been dealing with Bank of America forever and I never had a relationship with my banker. But now I have a relationship. They know about me. They know about my business. They come and see the business to see what I need, you know. Oh, wow. So it's good to have a relationship because when you need something, they can be like, okay, I know she's doing this, she's doing that. They have all of my accounts, you know, they see everything that's going on. So it's very important to have a relationship with a banker.
And I'm just now finding that out. I don't have any right now any commercial property, but I have established relationship with a banker. And how I ended up doing that was by default. Because I was handling some estate affairs. And when I say this, baby, when they set me down, the gems that I got, they was like, oh, well, what you working with, you just don't need them. And they was like, you need to set this up like this. And I was like, wow. I said, that's what I was saying. When you at a different level, the conversations change. They ain't just treat me like I'm in there getting money on my direct deposit, but that's a whole nother story for another day. And I'll testify to that later because I got a story. And when I tell you, I'm just thankful. Like, yeah, I'm thankful because I never knew what it was gonna feel like to have generational wealth.
Well,
we hear about it.
Important.
We hear about it all the time.
Generational wealth.
I'm the generation, and I am so grateful. But that's why I was saying I need to figure out where I'm going with this. That's why I said I need to get back at NBIC. I need to make things happen for me. It wasn't, you know. That's why I said I'm gonna come back and have a test and tell y'all the things, how that's going and all that. I just can't speak on too much right now, but I get excited because we hear that. And I never knew that I would be that generation. So I just keep saying I'm excited for myself, scared at the same time because it's new to me. But I'm trying to make sure I honor what was given to me. And I keep telling myself, it's where I'm going to go with you. When much is given, much is required.
And I always know God is not of fear.
That's right.
So go scared. Do it scared. do it when you think it's not gonna happen. Do it anyway, just to see. If they tell you no, okay, well, let's go to the next person. Then until you get a yes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep
Okay,
going like you.
so
So I just been talking with
yeah.
like just moving some things around and just figuring out. But Jesus, I'm gonna tell you why I'm scared too. Baby, the I, the R, and the S. That's a whole.
You get your account,
That baby, that's what we working on
Yeah.
there. But
Get your
baby,
account.
that's a whole nother. Y'all didn't tell me about them tax bracket thing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said,
Yeah. Get your account.
yeah, I got one, a CB, I got all that. But I'm just saying, when you go into these different playing fields, the conversations are not the same. I'm like, well, dang, this ain't the same conversation.
No refund.
No. That's what I said. I was like,
I ain't having a refund in years.
Baby, when they said, you got to pay.
Yeah.
This is you in a whole different ballgame. Then I was like, I ain't signed up for this.
Yeah.
But then I said, you know what? Much is given, much is required, baby. But we're gonna make a way. I mean, stuff was strategically done and what needed to be done, and the person used their expertise. I mean, I still got paid, but God is good, is all I can say. He's good. He's good. Yes, and I like that do it scared. I always tell people, I preach that do it scared, go for it. But I always tell people, I walk it, but I tell people, I have to live it, and I tell you how I came through. Because I'm first going to talk. But see, I'm that girl, and I'm going to keep it real with you. I be like, oh, life, and I'm going to tell you,
life be lifing for me.
But
I just make it look good, but it be lifing, and I be like, Lord Jesus, help me. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people, quit looking at me like I'm just this. Y'all, I life just like I am human, just like you are. Don't put me on no pedestal. I may fail just like you do. Y'all, it is real. I am no different from you. It's just I took a whole different path, and that's just the path that God led me to do, and it just happened for me. And so I look at Oprah. Oprah is like, I love me some Oprah. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I was listening to her last night on a book call with Bishop Walker, and like the stuff she was saying, I was like, that's what I'm going through. That's me, you know? I'm like, she's normal. She's human, you know? And so just listen to her, and she's no different from me. She just had a different avenue and made it a different way.
Right.
I got a different avenue. I'm going a different way. You got a different avenue. You going a different way. But we're going to get there eventually. You know,
and we all going to go through some stuff while we get to the destination.
Exactly.
Because like you said, we human. Life gonna life. Life is not going to miss anybody. And what the old folks say, if you live long enough, you're going to learn some things.
Man, and I'm learning some things.
So let's shift the lens a little bit, because we talked about structure, ownership, and money. But I want to talk about what it means to carry all this as a woman. What has it meant for you as you're building at this level as a woman?
What does it mean to me to build as a woman?
Because, you know, most people say this is a man's world, and look what you have done.
Well, they told me that at the fire department, and I did the job better than some men.
So come on now.
Know, so I don't look at it like that. I just do me. So if it's something that I want, I'm going out there to get it. You know what I'm saying? I am where I'm supposed to be, because this is where God has me, and He gives me the ability to sustain everything. So I don't worry about what people think, what people say. You just got to do you. And I'm juggling it all. It's all sitting on my shoulders right now. But it's all good. I'm gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes it's slow. You just keep pushing. Sometimes it's good. You just keep pushing. I struggle. I ain't no different from anybody else. I struggle. I don't want people to think that I have a whole lot of money, because I don't. It take money to make money. That business money is not your money. It's your money to put it back into your business.
Back in that business.
My money is nail money. That business money, that's business money. I don't intertwine my money, none of that. And that's one thing. Some people, they put their money in personal money. I don't do none of that. I had some accounts that taught me years ago, you separate business and personal. So yes, I juggle a lot, but
see, that be my problem sometimes. they're not separating that money. So, no, I separate, but you know how we be at a vendor event or something, you be like, oh, let me just take it out this. And I have to tell myself, I just took it and I got to go put that back in it. That is not
I
my
don't even
personal
have
money.
nothing personal in my, if I'm at a business, I don't do nothing personal. It's all business. The systems is business.
Yeah, now those are business. Yeah. No, I'm talking about like when we like getting lunch or something. I'd be like, oh, let me just I'd be like, I just took that out and I got to put that back in there.
But you're working. You write that off in your taxes. You got to eat.
I need that. You get them that receipts then. Because I just thought about that. Because I don't think like when I'm at the vendor event, I just be like, let me just pull it. Let me run over here and get something real quick.
You're working. So you write that off.
And I be forgetting about those. Because I guess I'm just thinking I'm at, that's you see how we quick to, so that's a good gem right there. Because I know a lot of people, we do vendor events and we like, oh, let me just grab it here. Or you'll say you running down there, well, here, let me give you this money. And you just grab the money that's on you and you're not thinking that I just gave her the till money, not my personal money, but yeah.
So I do write stuff down when we do something like that. I do know what you're talking about now. But you write that as a negative, subtract it from your sales, and you that's what you write off. This is your eating. You got to pay yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, I get that. Yeah,
I just said, you got no clue. Oh, okay. But, yeah, that's what normally happens to me. It's just be like, that's the one thing. And then I shared with, I had the Websters on here, and we were talking.
Oh, tell them like
my friend.
I had the Websters on here, and I told them I was mad about not going to the bank. Is it the Websters on here?
Yeah.
Hey, and I hadn't forgot. I'm gonna do that plan. I got it. I'm gonna give it to you. You know I got to do it when I can sit down and strategically do it. But I got you. Salisa. I'm gonna send it to you. I ain't gonna send it to you tonight, but I'm gonna get it together. See, I be on my stuff now. Yes, y'all know each other good. I didn't know y'all knew each other. See, y'all probably know each other from NBIC. TSU. Look at me trying to put y'all together over there. Look at me. Yes, yes. Oh, love. I love it. I love it. So let's talk about something that's important. When you're in rooms, do you feel like you have to shrink yourself because you're a woman? Because most people be like, I know she was going to come with it.
I don't shrink myself for nobody.
I love it.
I walk in with confidence. When you walk in a room, when I say for me, sometimes when I walk in a room, everything just stops. And I don't know why, but it just do. But I own that room. That's just me personally. My daughter was like, Mama, why would I go in somewhere? Everybody just stop and look. I said, baby, own that.
Own it.
Walk it. Yeah, so I don't shrink myself for nobody.
I like that. Because a lot of people feel like get intimidated when they walk in rooms, but at the level you in, you can't be intimidated.
Yeah. You cannot be intimidated. I mean, you can. That's on you. But get to know that person. Don't sit back and be judging and intimidated by them. Because you never know where your blessing that person may be able to bless you.
Yep.
I talk to everybody, but I do feel energies though. Yeah, I feel energies.
I like to walk and just, I'll speak, sit my little self down. Because when you sent me to that NBIC class, well, it wasn't a class, it was a workshop, I guess I should say a workshop. When you was like, baby, she called me, she said, what you doing Saturday? I said, I was going to open up the shop and be at work. She said, no, you're not. I got a ticket for you. I need you to get down at, I forgot what hotel. I said, well, dang, okay, well, I'm going to get down there. And that was the best thing. That's how I got introduced to the program. And I say that to say, I walked in the room and, I speak to people. I be like, hello, how you doing? And I'm going to find my chair and I'm going to sit on down. Because, but I feel energy. So when people around me was talking, I didn't know by the time I left, I felt like I knew everybody in the room. But I was a little nervous because I was like, oh, I'm going in here by myself. I don't know what to expect. These are because when I read the description or whatever you sent me, it sounded like it was full of all these. And I was like, well, baby, I'm just going to step on in the room with them. Because sometimes we feel like we're not at a certain level. We think we're not. And I told myself, no, you're going.
When some people, they are in the room and they just as scared as you are.
Oh, yeah.
But you go in that room and you own it. Just like you own everything. When you walk, when I tell you I'm so proud of you when you done came out your shell.
And people don't believe I have a shell. They be like, you
baby. She done came a long way. Somebody gave her a mic and she went with it.
I'm just doing what the good Lord told me to do. He told me get out here and help the people, help the people.
And you did that.
And baby, that is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! So we talked about when much is given, much is required, which that brings me to talking about impact. So if you had to create a workshop based on everything you've learned through entrepreneurship, leadership, and life, what would you teach first? Who would the room be for? And what transformation would you want them to walk away with?
So I'm actually working on something right now, so I can't share with you.
Dang, she can't share right now.
But customer service.
Oh yes,
is number one. Mm-hmm. I think it should be Chick-fil-A service everywhere. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How you treat your people, your customers, your clientele, that is what's going to carry you on how you treat people, period. Mm-hmm. But entrepreneurship is a different for me. My clients been with me since I was at Tips and Tuck. No, when I was at Imani's on Buchanan with Michelle. Okay. I have the same clientele that I had, and they follow me from one salon to the next salon to the next salon. Mm. But it is a brain fart. Privilege. I had a brain fart. Honey, I done lost track. So what? Tell me, say it again.
So if you could create a workshop.
Okay, workshop. Mm-hmm. Okay, so behind the chair of a nail tech to teach these young ladies or teach nail entrepreneurs the customer service, how they are treating their customers on booking. So I'm old school. I book clients still on a
so call in. Okay.
And yeah, you call in.
Oh, so you don't have
you don't have to put no deposit down, none of that. But if you do not make your appointment, you cannot get back on my book ever again. You know what I'm saying? Well, until you pay this fee to get back on my book. So the workshop is going to teach people how to build your clientele, how to keep your clientele, how to structure your money, how to pay your bills, how to have insurance, life insurance. Yes. Very important.
Very important.
How to put away
business insurance is important too.
Exactly. How to put a savings away for emergency purposes only. Dave Ramsey blessed me years ago.
I took that class.
Dave Ramsey blessed me years ago. But you fall off. It don't always stay the same because you fall off and you just gotta reel yourself back in and get back on track. But I have something in the fire where I want to teach young ladies,
and I think it's necessary
and speak to young ladies on how, and it ain't got to be young ladies, it could be gentlemen, men, what but whoever seeks to be an entrepreneur. I got 30 years of experience. I watch people have these master classes on business and they ain't never owned a business a day in their life. How can you teach me something?
Because you know how to put on a suit and make a good flyer, and people like what they're attracted to, not. Okay. I ain't even gonna go in there. That's I'm just gonna tell you what I'm saying.
Like you have people have life coaches, but they coaches' life is in shambles. So how can you coach me when your life ain't right? You ain't right. You ain't. Yeah.
I sit on the fence, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. Because and I know this is gonna sound crazy, but some of the best advice I've gotten for somebody was somebody whose stuff was all off whack, but because they were teaching me what not to do. Does that make sense? With what they've been through, they use their life experience. So that's the only instance that I was like,
and I experienced it. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It was just.
I'm walking it.
Does that make sense?
I guess I can.
But that's why I was saying that's the only flip side that I would add to that is because when somebody gave me, and I was like, huh? But and then they was like, that's why I'm telling you, so you don't end up like this. And I was like,
it's a teaching lesson.
Yeah, like a teaching lesson. And I was, because we quick to say, how can somebody tell me? But they saved my life.
Yeah, I can see that.
They saved my life. So that's why I was like, I always straddle with that one because I do get it.
Well, I stick with business. How do you teach a business class and you never had a business? You've never you never opened up a business. You never did anything like you never did business.
And that
but
makes sense.
how do you teach? And I just be looking, and I don't say nothing.
I mean, because it's not our place to say, but if you do kind of eyeball and side eye, because it's like, how can you if you haven't been through it?
So,
but it becomes with all this, and I just always blame it on social media. Everybody wants to be this and say you this, and then as soon as have you noticed this has been a influx in these influencers or whatever making all this money. They got these flyers, and then what you see next, them in an orange jumpsuit with a mugshot, and it's like, what is going on out here where people have paid them all this money for classes and courses, but then you find out they're fraud, and you're like, what is going on? Like, I'm with you on
so
that one.
I'm working on something, a workshop that I want to speak. And you know, when you said about this small area, I said I was gonna start off small at the library and do a small little class with a few people. I think it's more intimate if you have a small, you know, especially for what I'm trying to do for people, you know, and what the gems that I want to drop to help somebody. I feel like that's my purpose, is helping people. I help people with their nails, make them nails and feet feel good. I help them smell good. I help them look good in an outfit, this and that apparel. I help them, you know, in so many ways. Like when I was a firefighter, I helped save lives.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm walking in my purpose of helping people, and I love helping people.
But yeah, that you do it. I love it. I love it. So who are some influential women? They could be in business or just people you know that you look up to or draw inspiration from.
So I told you Oprah. That's one.
And I'm like, you got on the phone, guy, you didn't call me on the three-way. I wanted to listen in.
Bishop Walker had the leadership call. I'm on a book club, so everybody can get on that.
I know, the book club, but I wanted you to get her number and call me on the three-way. You didn't hear me say call me and get me on the three-way with her.
No.
Well,
so
I'm trying to be the next Oprah girl.
I don't really. I love Michelle Obama, her class. Yes. Yeah, I love how you like when I love her classes.
Just classy, baby.
She's like when they go low, you go high, and I stick, and that stuck with me. I still use that today.
I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, so those are the two main women I can just really say off the top of my head. I love me some Tyler Perry. I love he's a go-getter. Yes.
And he don't care what he don't care about the microphone. He don't care what y'all say. Because guess what? Y'all still looking and y'all still buying, y'all still watching, no matter how much. You think he gonna stop?
I love me some Tyler Perry.
He shut all that noise down and keep on writing the way he gonna write.
But I have a cousin that I told you that started me, that showed me. She is an inspiration. Her name is Magdalene Reed, and she lives in Akron, Ohio. And when I tell you that lady poured so much into me, she's still pouring to me to this day.
Okay, I was just going to ask you that.
Now I pour into her, and she be like, "You older than me. I mean, I'm older than you, and you tell me stuff, but you know, God poured stuff in us to share with us. You know, so you poured stuff in me, and now I'm able to bless you by the same way. You know what I'm saying?" So I love her for that. She still calls and makes sure, hey, what's going on, this, that, and the other. And then, you know, my mama always, you know. But yeah, I really don't have too many people that inspire me like that. You know, I inspire myself.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Myself. So what is it about your journey or let me say their journey or their impact that resonates with you the most?
Because all of them started from nothing. All of them had some trials and tribulations, but they went through. They continued to push through. You know, each and every last one, they just started as a regular person, you know.
With dreams and goals.
And with dreams and goals, and they just went with it. And everybody got to start from somewhere.
You got to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm sorry. Something is coming in my head. The thing is, you have to start somewhere. But what I want to encourage you to do is don't quit. You might can pause that thing, but then get back in the game. I just had to say that. I don't know why that just came to me. But sometimes, like I tell people, you come over here, sometimes y'all talk and stuff come in my head, and I be like, I gotta say it. Because a lot of times, I be wanting to quit every day. You know, being an entrepreneur, let me tell you how many times in my head I done shut businesses down. But then I be like, no, you know, when you have a calling for something, when you have a calling, it is what it is. When it's just like you're drawn to it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no, I always go back to what is your why? Why are you doing something?
What?
It's that why. Why are you doing it? And every time, I mean, when I tell you, powerful. It's been plenty of times that I've been like, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to go back to being a regular Qiana because I'm pulled here, I'm pulled there. This ain't working. It's always, like you said, life be life, and then you run into all these stumbling blocks. Mm-hmm. And then you find yourself just like, well, what is the why? And we talked about it last week. Yeah, my why at this point in my life, what I've come to realize, it is just about helping others find their way. It's not all about me. Exactly. So when I want to quit, I tell myself, you can't quit. Because somebody's out there looking at an I am Qiana scales, whether you think so or not. I keep telling myself, somebody's looking at you. And when I go out in public, sometimes it's people I have never seen before. They be like, you that girl. But they was like, you got, now she bald. I said, slick bald, that's me. I said, I got a little hair on my head. They be like, oh, I thought you had blonde hair on that episode. But I tell them, yeah, that's me. And I hear what they have to say. And I'm like, that's my why. And I'm like, it is good when you hear that people say, you helped me with this. You said something that stuck with me. And I'm like, wow, that's impactful. Like I tell people, I'm not trying to be popular. I just want to be impactful. Exactly. At the end of the day.
That's it.
Impactful. I don't want to be popular. I just want to be impactful. I want to make sure that when I leave this earth, when it's all said and done, that they just say, and they can use the tagline, she was here to help the people, because it's enough of the foolishness. And I've shared with people all the time that I wanted to see, I know it's so cliche as they say, be the change that I want to see in the world. And I said, it's going to start off here on this podcast. Like I said, we're going to have a little fun. We're going to ha-ha, kiki. But at the end of the day, I got to make sure I'm putting something out in the world that's going to be impactful.
Yeah, you speaking to me.
I mean, we got to.
You speaking to me.
You got to put something that when you out there doing what down the street, doing whatever you do with this and that apparel, we got to make sure that our ministry is leading. You talked about customer service and communication. We can't be out here being nasty to folks.
Not giving their money back when they you cancel their appointment, you won't give them their deposit back.
Oh, and baby,
make that make sense.
No, baby, because that's in my contract. If I cancel something, when you book, I am Qiana Says, and which is thank God he has kept me that I've never had to do it. But I put that in my contract. You get all your money back because I didn't provide a service.
Yeah, these little babies.
But I've been hearing that, and I'm like, how you gonna cancel
and
somebody?
And the hairstylists don't even they won't even wash your hair. I said that's not a service. How you I book an appointment and you don't even wash my hair?
But I thought that was a requirement. I mean, I don't know. I didn't say cosmetology. I didn't say cosmetology. That's what I thought.
That's what's taught in cosmetology school. So it is a requirement. But that's what these new babies is doing.
So how they getting? Oh well, never mind. Let me just leave that for another day. I'm about to say how they getting away with it. I guess because ain't nobody.
I understand it is because I took cosmetology.
Well, let me tell you how they. I'm sorry, we finna go there. I'm just gonna go and put my two. Let me tell you how they getting away with it because y'all keep going to them, keeping them in business. Now, if you stop it at the door, but that ain't my ministry. Let me stop.
That one,
But I mean, if you stop
you
going,
keep supporting.
Yeah, you keep supporting. So you don't want your hair washed. I mean, I'm just saying. Let me be quiet because that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm gonna stay over here bald headed and just keep my hair cut and wash it myself. Let me just stay on over because I don't know about y'all new status. Let me go and find me an old school one in. Because, baby, that ain't going to work for me. Because I need, but look, why was I finna take your head and do what they do at the, you know what, I need my head back like it's in a shampoo bowl. Oh, and
that's a service.
Shout out to Twyla, because matter of fact, Twyla North over here, the shop. This name of her over here on the other side of me.
Mm-hmm.
4015 Clarksville Pike. Give me a shout out to Twyla North. Come on here and get your hair done. She shampooed my hair last because I was like, let me tell you, I'm so crazy, y'all. I know this is off subject, but she was washing somebody's hair and the lady hair was going and she was like, oh, that fit. I said, I need my hair washed. She said, you want? She's like, you want your hair washed? I said, yes. And she washed my hair last week. Honey, it feels so good. Baby, I told her I missed that being in the back of the boat. You know, that feel good. It was feeling good, y'all. And she said, then the part I didn't like, she said me under that dryer. And I was like, girl, my hair don't need no conditioner. She was like, get on up under that dryer. And
that's a real stylist.
I know.
Yeah,
but you know me, I don't like to dry. You know, that's the part I don't miss. That's why I like being bald and I just let my hair air dry. You see, it's probably why they laying down good. So if a woman is listening right now and she has the vision but feels intimidated by business or funding, what's her first step?
Write the vision down, make it plain on paper, and step out on faith. Once you step out on faith, God gonna lead you, guide you wherever you need to go, and He gonna put you in places where you can get where you need to get. So I recommend writing the vision down, making it plain. That's Bible. And don't listen to the naysayers. If they said no, figure out a yes. Go a different route.
Or revise the plan.
Yeah, revise the plan. But I tell anybody that. I tell everybody that asks me, how did I wrote the vision down. I show them pictures. My pictures are hanging up in the shop where how it looked, how it started, and how it is now. You know what I'm saying? I even have the pictures of the graphing paper where I drew my vision down. So I have all of that. So I recommend that to anybody, not just a woman, a man, or whoever you are. I recommend that to anyone.
I love it. This is what it looks like to become her in real time. Not perfect, not easy, but intentional, disciplined, and built on purpose. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from tonight is this. Your dream is valid, but it requires structure. It requires sacrifice, and it requires you to become someone capable of sustaining. Notice I use the word sustaining what you're asking for. So, Michelle, before I let you go, where can the people find you on social sites? How can they order from you? Tell them all that good stuff.
Okay, so Harris Plaza. Harris Plaza houses the Hair and Nail Gallery. The Hair and Nail Gallery, we have 3 stylists, and I'm the only nail tech. You can call 615-329-0966 for an appointment. We go by appointments only. Some of the stylists take walk-ins. I only go by appointments only for nails. Sensible Oils. Sensible Oils is you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of it. Sensible Oils, SCENTSIBLE Oils, OILS. Everything Sensible Oils is all on social media. And for This and That Apparel is the same way. It's this and the and sign that apparel.com. All on social media, this and that apparel.com. Everything is housed. This and That Apparel, we carry organization apparel only. We have Tennessee State University. We have Omega Sci-Fi. We have Elk Apparel. We just got the license for Texas Southern University. And then I have a new license that I'm waiting on that I'm not going to tell y'all about right now. You'll see it when it comes out. But
we can't get the exclusive drop. I mean, people like to come to the couch and drop exclusive. You ain't gonna give us no exclusive.
No, I can't. I
know you can't.
I know you can't. I'm gonna wait for that license to come. But Tennessee State, did I say Tennessee State University? So we are an organizational apparel where if your organization needs a branding. So if you need jackets or cardigan sweaters, we produce hats. We do all of that just for your organization. So you may see some of my stuff walking around. BE Academy with
Okay, come on,
Tanisha.
be Academy.
She ordered for her girls the cardigan sweaters. It's quite a few people that's walking around with our product, and when I see my product,
Don't
y'all,
you be excited?
I be like, that's mine. Well, that's ours because Eddie and I are partners, but it just makes my heart proud to see my product walking around, and it all came with a vision of when I was when I became an elk, and I would go to the different conventions. And when we get off the plane, we all just regular clothes, and you get to the convention, we regular clothes. I'm like, why we don't have apparel on, you know? So I came up with different styles, and I would ask people, what you think about that? Or what you think about that? And they were like, oh, that's nice, isn't it? So I produced it.
So you like
and then when I
draw with sketch.
Yeah. And so I produced it, and I shared it with, people, and then they was like, that's gonna be nice. And then I found me a manufacturer, LaCrystal
Knox Blackburn.
That baby right
Remember you
there
told me about that.
Me with my manufacturer, and I've been gone ever since.
Thank you, Crystal Knox,
that
girl.
Baby is a G
Blackburn. Let me get that right for look at Sean. No, this look for Sean. Get me look out.
But that baby was a blessing to me. I was like, Crystal, this is what I'm trying to do. Da 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 da. She's like, okay, girl, we do this, and that, and she walked me through it. And when I needed questions, I was like, hey, Crystal, I'm trying to, what I do after this, and there you go. So, and she didn't mind helping. Like that's some things. Some people ain't gonna share that with you.
I tell people if I can't help, I be like, well, yeah, I do this, but I got these ministers. But when it comes to I think you kind of did I say I don't know about that and I just got feeling they don't, because
and we share it.
Share because you asked me about and I said that ain't my and I gave you honest. I said that's not my areas of expertise. And I was like, I don't know, because my clothes break. She said, nah, I'm trying to do what I can put up. I was like that. And I said, well, I don't know. When you told me that, I was like, I can't really help. I don't know. And at the time, wasn't thinking about Sean had his own one like that didn't cross my mind.
So yes. So we're expanding with all the Greeks, AKAs, the Deltas.
So all the Divine Nine.
All the Divine Nine. We coming for you. We coming.
Thank you so much. You didn't just give us a conversation. You laid out the foundation, a blueprint. And I want to say thank you for finally coming to the couch, baby.
And you can find me as I am Michelle Harris, just like I am. I am Michelle Harris. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I don't do a lot of social media, but I'm learning to have to do social media.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole other job.
So, you can find me. I am Michelle Harris, and I am at 3921 Clarksville Pike, Nashville, Tennessee, 37218. And you are more than welcome to come to our. We are open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 6, Saturday from 9 to 5. And we're closed on Sundays and Mondays. We have the best oils and shea butter in the Nashville, Tennessee. We also offer wholesale, so you can come and buy for your store and open up your own store. So, and I don't mind helping you get that started. So, contact me. I'm at Sensible Oils, sensibleoils.com. And the number for that is 454-6166. 615-454-6166 for Sensible Oils. If you want to start your own business, I'm willing to help you.
Yes, and she will definitely get you right on that. So before we get into our real talk moment, I want to take a quick second to shout out our sponsor. Ladies, if you're stepping into your next level, your confidence should reflect it. And so should your closet. The Closet Expense Boutique is all about helping you show up bold, confident, and aligned with who you're becoming. Head on over to theclosetexpense.com and place your order and save 10% with code podcast. That's PODCAST. Now let's get into this real talk. I want to say this not just to the women watching, but to anyone who has a dream in their heart. Stop asking for big when you're not ready to carry the weight that comes with it. Because what we saw tonight wasn't just success, it was discipline, it was structure, it was sacrifice, it was resilience. And too many people want that title, as I said before, but you're not ready for the responsibility. Let's keep it real about that. It comes with a lot. You saw what Michelle walked us through, the sacrifices that have to be made, what cleaning up your house looks like, whether it's people around you, your financials, all of that. So we have to be mindful of that. Becoming her, becoming that version of yourself is not about aesthetics either. It's about alignment. It's about accountability. It's about doing the work when nobody is clapping. Ask yourself, are you ready for that when you don't get those applauses? I'm just saying, because some people live for the applause. And that's not going to help you when you're building and scaling instruction of business. Because she told you, Michelle's told you, there are going to be some no's. If you can't handle the no's, you can't handle rejection, you might not be ready for that level. Build your life in a way that you can sustain it. Build your business in a way that you can grow it. And build yourself into someone who can handle everything that God has for you. That's real talk. Let's keep helping the people help the people. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the I Am Qiana Scales YouTube channel so you can get more of these real talk, real people, and relevant conversations. No gossip, just shams. See you next week. Y'all, this is a whole movement, and I need you in the building, baby. Yes, thank you for coming. Yes, thank you. That was a great episode. You guys poured a lot. Yes, and I'm grateful. Yes, I am.